Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today we will study the dissection of the posterior aspect of the arm and the forearm. Now, let's watch the video of the dissection. Play the disc, please.
先在解剖上肢后面，首先做皮肤切口，自枕外隆突向下，沿后正中线垂直切至第5腰椎棘突处，自第7颈椎棘突间向两侧肩峰做一水平切口，从肩峰向下沿臂上部外侧切至臂上中1/3交界处，在肩胛骨下角高度从正中线向两侧切至腋前线，在肘后区做一横切口，沿臂后正中线做纵切口至腕部，在腕背做横切口，与腕前区横切口相接，剥离皮肤，翻开皮瓣，显露浅筋膜，在浅筋膜中自上而下找出臂外侧皮神经、臂后皮神经、前臂后皮神经、在前臂后区找出贵要静脉、头静脉、前臂内侧皮神经、前臂后皮神经，保留这些结构，除去所有浅筋膜，显露深筋膜，修结小圆肌、大圆肌和肱三头肌长头，从后面观察3边孔和4边孔的境界，用手指自三角肌后缘分离该肌，沿肩胛冈和肩峰下方2厘米处切断三角肌，翻向外侧，观察腋神经和悬弓后动脉、静脉从4边孔穿入后进入三角肌和小圆肌，沿肩胛冈切断斜方肌并翻起，将冈上肌、冈下肌的中分切断翻起，寻找位于两肌深面的肩胛上动脉和肩胛上神经。在3边口内清理悬肩胛动脉和静脉，修结穿出3边口后的悬肩胛动脉，修结肱三头肌，在肱三头肌长头和外侧头之间钝性分离，寻找桡神经和肱深动脉，将镊子沿桡神经走行方向插入肱骨肌管，切断该肌外侧头，切开肱骨肌管，显露管内的桡神经和肱深动脉，在尺神经沟上方找到尺神经，观察前臂背侧深筋膜及深肌支持带，保留深肌支持带，去除深筋膜，显露前臂肌后群。解剖前臂背侧浅层的肌，即桡侧腕长伸肌、桡侧腕短伸肌、指伸肌、室指伸肌和尺侧腕伸肌，拉开桡侧腕伸肌和指伸肌，清理深层的母长展肌、母短伸肌、 母长伸肌和小指伸肌。找出桡神经伸支，可见其自旋后肌中部穿出，穿出后更名为股间后神经，解剖出股间后动脉。
Okay, we will continue. We have finished the dissection of the anterior aspect of the arm and forearm last week. Now we will start the work of the dissection of the posterior aspect of the arm and forearm and the dissection of the hand. First of all, we should make the skin an incision on the cadaver. You should make a longitudinal incision from the center of the body from here to here, and then make some transverse incision from the superior margin of the scapula and the inferior margin of the scapula, like these two lines. And also, you should make a longitudinal incision on the posterior aspect of the upper limb, like this, and make 1, 2, 3 transverse incision, like the figure shown, from the upper part of the arm, the elbow, and the wrist. After the skin is removed, you should find the superficial structures within the superficial fascia. Within the superficial fascia, we can find some cutaneous nerves and superficial veins. The nerves are the posterior cutaneous nerve of the arm, like this. Maybe there are several branches. You should find it 1 or 2 branches. And there are many superficial veins and posterior aspect of the arm. They are beside the posterior cutaneous nerve of the forearm. You can find the superficial vein to the cephalic and basilic veins, like this. After the superficial structure are identified, you should dissect the deep structures on the shoulder, the posterior aspect of the arm. First of all, you should cut deltoid from here, and you can lift the muscle to find the vessel and the nerve supplied this muscle. After the deltoid dissected and lifted, you can find the axillary nerve and the posterior circumflex humeral artery. You should identify the nerve and the artery from the posterior aspect of the shoulder. They are pierced from the quadrangular space, like this. This is the axillary nerve, and this is the posterior circumflex humeral artery. Yes. After the nerves and the artery are identified, you should identify the triangle and quadrangular space, and furthermore the structures pass through them. You have already know the form of the triangle and quadrangular space in the anterior aspect of the arm. You identify them again from the posterior aspect of the scapula. Now we will move our work to the posterior aspect of the arm. The main structures on the posterior aspect of the arm are one muscle, one nerve, and one artery. The muscle is triceptal brachii, and the nerve is a radial nerve, and the artery is a profound brachial artery from the brachial artery. After deep fascia removed, you can find the muscle. This is the triceptal brachii. You can identify it two heads, the long head and the short head, the long head and the lateral head. You should cut this lateral head like this, cut the lateral head of the biceps like this, and lift the lateral head of this muscle. You can find the structure deep to the lateral head of the triceps. You can see from here the profound brachial artery and radial nerve runs deep to the lateral head of the triceps. Please identify the radial nerve and the profound brachial arteries. Now, the structures on the posterior aspect of the forearm. As we know, in the posterior aspect of the forearm, there are 10 muscles. They are arranged in two layers, the superficial layer and the deep layer. One nerve is called the posterior interosseous nerve, and one artery is called the posterior interosseous artery. Now, first of all, we should identify the muscles on the posterior aspect of the forearm. The superficial layer of the muscle are 5 muscles. They are from the lateral to middle are the extensor carpi radialis longus, this one, and middle to it is the extensor carpi radialis brevis, this one, and then the extensor digitorum, this one, and middle to this muscle is the extensor digital minimi, and the fifth one is the extensor carpi ulnaris in the middle side of the forearm. And in the deep layer also 5 muscles. They are this muscle, the supinator muscle, and abductor pollicis longus, this one, extensor pollicis brevis, and extensor pollicis longus, and the extensor indicis, this one. You know, the tendons of these muscles forms a pit on the wrist. It's called the snuff box. You can identify the snuff box in your own hand on the waist. They are formed here by the tendon of the extensor pollicis brevis, extensor pollicis longus, extensor pollicis brevis, and abductor pollicis longus. It's like here, you can identify them, the tendons, and identify the snuff box. Now, the nerves and arteries in the posterior aspect of the forearm. The artery of the in this region is called posterior interosseous artery. It's from the common interosseous artery from the ulnar artery. Yes, it appears from the inferior border of the supinator, and the nerve in this region is called posterior interosseous nerve. It pierces the supinator muscle. It's like this. You can find and identify the posterior interosseous artery and the posterior interosseous nerve between the superficial and deep muscles. Okay, we will continue to our work to the anterior aspect of the hand. We have already removed the skin on the palm and also dissected the structures in the superficial or under the superficial fascia. In the superficial fascia, we can find a small piece of muscle. It's called palmaris brevis. And after the superficial fascia is removed, you can find the pulmonary epineurosis. You have already found it. And you should remove the pulmonary epineurosis to identify the arteries, the superficial pulmonary arch and deep pulmonary arch. Some group have already dissected out the superficial and the deep pulmonary arch. Today, you should further to identify these arteries. And then the nerves. The nerves within the hand are the superficial branches of ulnar nerve. It's like it goes like this. This is the superficial branch of the ulnar nerve. It's divided into several branches to the fingers. And the ulnar nerve also gives off a deep branch of the ulnar nerve, go into the deep of the palm to supply the deep structures in the hand. You should identify the deep branch of the ulnar nerve. It goes on the wrist here. And another important structure is the recurrent branch of the median nerve. It goes like this. It supplies the sinus muscle here. In the last class, some group have already identified this branch. You should further identify this branch again in this class. And here we should study the important structure in the wrist. It's called the carpal tunnel. The carpal tunnel is formed by the flexure reticulum and the carpal groove. Here is a tunnel. What structures pass through the tunnel? It transmit. You can see the transmit here. When we cut the wrist transversely, you can see the tunnel like this. This is reticulum, flexure reticulum. Under the reticulum is a tunnel like this. And the structure within tunnel are the flexure digitorum superficial alis and flexure digitorum profundus. They are included in a common flexure sheath. And another structure is flexure pollicis longus, enclosed by a tendinous sheath of flexor pollicis longus here. You can see these are tendons of the muscle, and the yellow one is median nerve. The median nerve goes under the reticulum, and superficial to the reticulum are two structures. Do you know what these structures are? This is ulnar nerve, and this is ulnar artery. Yes, the position quite different. This artery and the nerve superficial to the flexor reticulum. And you can know from this figure, the tendinous sheath in the palm. The flexor digitorum, superficial and profundus, has a common dentate sheath like this, and the flexor pollicis longus has its own tendinous sheath like this. This is a common flexor sheath. Includes the tendon of the flexor digitorum superficial iris and profundus. Now, another important structure within the hand is called fascia space. Between the tendons and the deep muscles, there is a space. This space is not a real space, it's not a real space. They are occupied by some loose connective tissues. This space is called fascia spaces. This space is separated by a septa. This septa is called middle pulmonary septa. This septa divide the space into two spaces. The lateral one is called the thinner space here, and the middle one called the mid palmar space. This space communicate with the space on the same space on the forearm. Now we move our work to the dorsal of the hand. First of all, we should identify the superficial structures in the dorsal of the hand. In the dorsal of the hand, there are the structure like this, the superficial veins. The veins forms the network. We call them venous network of the arm. They form or they give the origin to the cephalic and basic vein. And some cutaneous nerve of radial and ulnar nerves distribute the dorsum of the hand, like this. These nerves and this vein network. Okay. In the wrist, we can also important structure like this. This structure is called extensor reticulum. Under the reticulum, there are many tendons of the posterior aspect of forearm. The tendons are separated into 6 compartments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compartments. This compartment is called fibrous compartment for the extensor tendon pass from the forearm into the hand. Or when we cut the wrist transversely, you can see the tendon arranged like this. You should learn about the arrangement of the tendon on the back of the wrist by yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6 compartments the tendons pass through. This is the radial, and this is the ulnar. In each compartment goes through different tendons of muscle. You should identify it by yourself. And then we should know, or we should consider the nerves supplies the hand. We have already studied the nerves supplying the hand in the systematic anatomy. Now we go over it again. The median nerve, and the median nerve supplies this region. Of course, besides the skin, and it also supplies the muscles. And the ulnar nerve also supplies the skin and some muscles on the hand. Next, radial nerve. The radial nerve also supplies a part of the skin on the dorsal of the hand. Finally, if you have had time, you should identify the tendons and epineuroses in the figure by yourself, like this. Within the figure, there are many tendons and epineuroses inserted in the figure. You can identify the tendons and epineuroses from anterior and posterior by yourself. Okay, we should start off our work now.